Welcome to the Dave Frantz studio tour. Let's get started.
Whenever I figure out like a good sort of design or something for my shop, because I want a physical sign for
You
my
have
shop. 'Cause
space right behind you. It would be
I have
perfect in that
tons of
wall right
space in
there.
here.
Yeah.
Like my walls are so bare. It's unbelievable.
Let's talk about all the different tools. You have like a lathe right behind you, or what's going on over there?
Yeah. So yeah, I've got my sort of my little machine shop kind of situation over here. Mostly, I wish I had a mill. It's on the list. I'm actually probably going to build one, which will be a whole set of videos, I'm sure. But
If you don't have it,
um,
you'll build it. I got it.
yeah, for sure. The metal lathe and movie area, all my
Important.
collets and everything for that. This is kind of like a sort of dirty, greasy, yucky metal.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like rebuilding and like
Where you get some shit
washing.
done.
Yeah, real gross, greasy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That goes on here if I'm tearing that in, tearing into that stuff. And then right across the way, and there's the office. Uh,
Nice.
Portable bandsaw, small drill press for like mostly I just have a little like chamfer tool or like a deburr on
Gotcha.
that. And then my nice big uh Delta Rockwell that Lucas got me, which it's a 3-phase one, and I was able to hook up a VFD to it
She's
to
big.
yeah, to get her powered and running. So she runs off of 240 along with the plasma cutter, MIG and TIG machine, which will do AC/DC. So I can pretty
Plasma
much, if it's
cutter.
metal, I can put it and put it back
That's
together.
awesome.
Yeah. Big old 900-pound welding table that is home built and a little sketch, but gets
Watch
the
out for
job
those
done.
sharp corners.
Yeah, oh yeah. Um, in process on the English wheel,
That's
a
gonna be
couple of
great.
basic, like big. Yeah, it's really nice to have all this ballast to mount all these kind of tools to,
Exactly, that
because
you
I don't
could
have to
just
take up all
add.
that ground space. Right. And I have all of these, none of them have nuts on the bottom. It's actually tapped straight into the table.
Oh, smart.
So I can just like use my quick ratchet and just go zip, 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 and, like move the tool
Bob,
if I need
boom.
the space, put it back up whenever I'm done. Got the Coal Iron Works press. This little silly but actually super, super handy, useful vise stand. The
Perfect.
vise actually slots into the top. I can pull that off and put another kind of forming tool up inside,
That's nice.
lock it in, and do like complex curvatures that way in thinner sheet metal, stuff like that.
I like your base too with the tire and stuff. Like it's kind
Yeah,
of nice because
right.
it's got some padding there for you too, and a place to kick your foot if you need to.
Oh yeah, I'm like almost
Yeah,
always I'm like this or like fully standing up on the thing
I could
and like
totally see that. Yep.
doing like file work down in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's awesome. And
Good base.
yeah, and because you can like load it up with air, it doesn't have that like transfer of all that energy going down into the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gives it a little bit of a cushion so it's not as loud and obnoxious.
It's good.
Got my big old anvil there. It's like 235 pounds. Relatively, it's a pretty small anvil, honestly. I got my sort of forge set up. So I've got hole over here with some tong rack. This is a sort of, I guess it's considered like a armorer's forge. I built this one out of a old tank,
Nice.
like a gas tank for like welding gases and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I can basically just take the mirror image. I can take the burner out of here and stick it in over here, and then just
Perfect.
fires right up. Yeah. But this is on this nice little arm. I can move it around and put it wherever I want it, and just put some fire bricks under it.
Do you have
Good
to
to go.
open your garage when you're using it, or is that fine near that?
Not really.
No,
I
that's
don't.
cool.
So like my big forge is not really that big. Basically I have like 2 fire bricks that are set up on here that are just stationary. They stay there
Just
and block off
absorbing
the
it.
back. And then the front forge door, mostly I use this as in and out, but it can use this
Oh, cool.
sort of levered design. to get bigger stuff in and out. And then I just used a little door shock here that you can lock it and hold it open.
Dude,
So
you are so handy. Your wife is very lucky. She's got somebody who could figure shit out all the time.
well, at my old house, I had to all the
Yeah.
time. The house was like 100 years old. Everything broke all the time. I fully renovated that house,
That's
top
cool.
to bottom. And some of the rooms I had to do multiple times because it took me 8 years to do it. And we had kids, so the kids like wrecked
I'm
parts of it. You know,
redoing my home right now after being here for 14 years now because of having kids. Like everything needs to get done again. It's like just exhausting. These
yeah,
kids just wreck your house.
yep, it is what it is. You know,
So are you in a 3-car garage?
I am technically in a 4-car garage,
Oh,
but the first car
is your office?
is my office. So yeah, 3-car with benefits, basically.
Wow. He's a
But
real beaut.
thank you. I do appreciate it.
And then now we got
Storage,
storage.
all kinds of like. I just started doing this recently. Is getting all my different materials. So I have like bronze and pewter because those are 2 different colors, and then brass and copper because those are different colors because you don't want to mix brass and bronze because that gets confusing. Then like aluminum, wrought iron, blade steels and stuff, and then like nuts, bolts, random like this bolt of super random nuts has been the most useful thing
Beautiful.
in the past 10 years in my shop. Seriously, saved my ass so many
I
times.
believe you. My dad had many bins like that in his garage. My
Yeah,
dad
a
was a
lot of that
mechanic
is,
for years. So
yeah, yeah. Kate's grandpa actually
oh
he
really?
owned the old house, and when we got it, we got everything that was in the house. So that's a lot of that is still from
His
him.
stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, the bins too. But yeah, like cordless power tool storage.
I see
I
a
got
lot
a
of
couple of
woodworking tools here.
yeah, I got a couple of woodworking tools that are just out and about because we were building stuff for the cats, basically.
Important
But
projects. I get it.
yeah, you know. Let me see, flip this around. The mass storage, mostly the aircraft maintenance tools and like specialty tools for
Yep.
aircraft. Oh, hi.
Hi.
You can still see me. Hi there. Um, this setup here is pretty much, well, it's kind of junked up on the top right now, but it's mostly leather working and jewelry making. More like fine files and things like that. I've got like oddity like vacuum formers and shit like that down there too. Electronics and like power station stuff.
Soldering. Yeah.
This is just kind of like a bunch of stuff that I
You're
like to take
the
photos with.
random table.
Yeah. So I like to take photos and stuff with this kind of stuff.
Oh,
So I have
okay.
like,
They're your props. Okay. I was like the
yeah,
most
they're like
random stuff.
yeah, right. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this
there's
is where
like
I
an
keep
old
my antlers and lanterns.
like antique
Andy's
Andis
clipper.
clipper, like all yeah, like that's for like
It
cutting
sets
hair.
the scene. It sets the scene.
For those of you that don't know, I used to have a barber shop.
We
I
don't
used to
know. See,
do
I didn't know that.
yeah, I used to do like full on hot towel shaves, like massage, the whole thing.
I can see
So
that.
at Maker Camp, don't come at me with scissors and a comb and expect me to do magic.
I say don't. You can't put that kind of stuff out there. Then people are
That's
gonna line
half
up.
life. I know somebody's going to do it. Craig's going to do it. I bet you Craig does it.
Shave
Craig's
it
going to be
off.
that guy. This is, the Wall of Glory.
The wall of glory. Looks like you need my sticker, sir.
Huh?
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. I actually called you and requested that one. Like, I was
That's
like,
awesome.
holy shit, you did the DeLorean? I need that. I have to have it.
That's
I have
right.
to.
You're right.
But yeah, this is also all my, sprays and spritzes and total boat epoxies down there and
You literally can build
borax and
anything in your shop. You are ready. Where's Mythbusters? They need to revive it. Get you on a show.
how about it? I'm just gonna leave her in there.
Don't like
No, I'm
kidding.
not. Big old wet bandsaw for doing larger steel billet cuts. This is my antler collection, basically for like handle making or whatever kind of things that you need made. Yeah, general kind of tools.
Dude, you're loaded. I love it. This is great.
All kinds of good stuff. I got lots of hammer billets ready to
Yes,
go.
you
Who wants a
do.
hammer? I got all the
He's
hammer
ready.
billets. I'm ready. This is one's got to go up to Luke from PL Smith,
Very nice.
and that's a dual
I've
angle
never
pin.
seen something like this, but I don't know much about forging. So, but that's
Yeah.
crazy looking.
So basically, if I wanted to take this bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that bar's on the anvil. If I wanted to stretch it this way, right?
Yep.
Dunk, 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 dunk. Or if I wanted to make it wider this
Oh,
way,
okay, that makes sense.
dunk, dunk,
Okay,
dunk, dunk. Yeah, there you go.
that's cool.
Tutorials with
I
Dave.
like the tutorials.
All of my fantastic any stickers that I don't have room for on anything right now,
Very
I'll
nice.
go here. And then anything that like friends have made me or things like that. Like Lucas from Man Made in Mass got me one of these guys. The captain, Mr.
Well,
Brett
that's
McAfee,
crazy.
made me this in California, actually, when I was out there with him at another friend's hammer in.
Nice.
Yeah, all kinds of good stuff in there. There's
That's
my
really
gold
nice.
bracelet from Maker Camp. Yay! Yeah, the CMT Motorcycle Festival gold bracelet
I
from Maker
remember
Camp.
those bracelets.
Oh, this is fuse. That's actually like like firework fuse. That's for my
Oh,
cannon.
for your what?
Cannon.
Oh, for your cannon. Oh,
Yeah, just gonna let that
yeah.
simmer. You guys can
Yeah.
imagine. You guys can imagine all you want about that. All kinds of utilitarian stuff, gas bottles. This is a build that's going to be happening.
Is
That's a
this
power. That's a power hammer, home
okay?
built. So the tire
The
hammer.
tire hammer
Yeah,
by
good
Ray
deal.
Klontz.
Stoked for that. All kinds of good woodworking stuff. This is like all the
Well,
nicer
I saw
woodworking
that. Like,
tools.
yeah, that you're not afraid to dip into the woodworking too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Gotta get a little bit of everything going.
You're just a straight up artist, my friend. You just like it all.
Oh yeah, for sure. But over here is the grinding room
Oh
and my
wow.
chickens. These are my new chickens.
Hi, chickens.
Beep, 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 boop, boop. Yep, peeps and poops. That's all they do. But this one here, she's gonna be super fun. She is like
She's got
very
personality.
interesting. Oh yeah, she'd probably let me carry her around. She's probably gonna be like my shop chicken.
Oh, I love it.
But there's the girls. So yeah, basically in here, none of this is organized. This is all like terribly unorganized because I don't do a whole lot with this stuff. This is like very, very rare
They're
use.
just sitting
Literally
in case
just
you
like,
need them. I got you.
yeah, basically like, and this thing I used it like for one project like 2 years ago and have not touched it since.
Get rid
It's
of
just
it.
collecting. This has got more like aviation tools, sheet metal stuff, like really odd, like specific sheet metal stuff is in here. So yeah, that's one of those like keep it here for a rainy day just in case.
Yep.
Attachments for the Broadbeck 2x2 2x72
I
belt
saw
grinder.
you switching out stuff on that machine. Yeah.
Yeah. Air tools, bigger air tool, washy tub, parts washer, getting all the greasy stuff off. Angle grinders and the like, kind of like larger metal storage that
I
I
was
just
gonna say, is
don't
this the
have
collection that's starting to build?
a good spot for. Yeah, this stuff is like crazy. That's like aerospace grade sheet steel that it is like crazy hardenable. It's actually the only thing I have that can cut that is my plasma cutter.
Oh wow.
Broadbeck. Ta-da. Yeah, this is
They're nice over there.
Oh yeah, they're my boys. I actually I might be doing some work for them, like behind the scenes.
Cool.
Uh there's a possibility that that could happen. No guarantees, but uh Ryan said he would see what he could do for me. On the engineering side, basically design for new stuff. But yeah. So this guy is a dream. This one, I just picked this up for like $40 and I'm turning it into a handle making station. This is like an old like 1930s or 40s General Electric workshop.
Huh.
And it's it's like a tiny little, like I think it's a half horse motor. But I'm basically going to make a little rig that I can cut the slot in the top of the handle for the eye, or for
Smart.
like the wedge and everything. And it'll just like, you slide the handle in and then it'll rotate up, cut back. Then you can turn your handle, clean up on the disc sander, any little, whatever little champers, do all the things you need to do there. And
Smart.
then buffing wheel, sharpening for your woodworking tools right there. Pretty stoked. It's a pretty cool little like $40 find.
Dude, that's awesome. You have the dream shop. Like the people who are doing the things that you're doing are going to just be drooling as they just walk around and see everything that you've got in your space.
Oh, for sure.
I'm
It's
drooling
yeah.
over the space. Just the space alone. I'm in a 1-car garage, so I'm like, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's funny because like if you don't really know what you're looking at, you just like breeze right past a lot of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you realize like what all this little stuff is, it's like there's a silly amount of money in here.
It's
I wish
beautiful.
I sometimes I wish I had that money back. Don't we all on
Yeah.
occasion?
Yep.
But
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
so
Well, thanks.
pretty
Thanks for
much
showing
that's
me.
yeah. Oh, inside the shop, inside the office, there's
The laser.
the laser. There's a large like 300 by 300 by 350 FDM 3D printer, and then a smaller Elegoo Mars 2 Pro SLA printer
Okay.
for
I was gonna
doing
ask you
smaller.
about the 3D printing and stuff. I thought you did that as well.
Yeah. I actually, here, I'll take you back into the office real quick, show you a few things. Just
The
some like,
exclusive Dave
yeah,
Frantz tour.
I kind of have a little shelf of like goodies I made. Um, so here's my Wally,
That's awesome.
who, so this is Wally if he was from the Star Wars universe.
I like it.
Um, so he's much more sort of beat up and battered
The half
than
shuttered
he normally
eye.
would be. Yeah. And like his glasses cracked,
Mm-hmm. He's been
and
through some
like,
shit.
yeah, like, he probably had some parts in here either robbed or removed, because like these bolts are different, they're not the original bolts. And it's all about storytelling, really. Seriously,
Gives
I
me Johnny
love
#5
this.
vibes too.
Yeah, I actually want to make, so he is like part one of a series of robot heads that I want
That's
to make,
great. That would be so cool.
that are all like dystopian versions of what they should be. So let me flip this. Come on.
I'm totally painting my piranha plant. Like the pot, or like the pipe is rusting and stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So is that supposed to be like Little House of Horrors kind of
no, it's supposed to
piranha
be the
plant, or is that
Mario
not?
Kart like type
Okay,
one. But
gotcha.
it is given the Little Shop of Horrors Audrey 2 vibes as well.
Okay,
People
cool.
keep writing Feed Me
Um,
Seymour, which I'm like, I do want to make one that is dedicated just to that. Like I have the sticker on my back wall, which in my shop, which is funny, that says Feed Me Seymour. So
here's, oh, so this is the cat's little hangout. My daughter Kim, she sewed this little hammock.
little
I
napping
forged the
fly.
rail,
That's so cool.
and my son and I and Kim also made
The
the
catwalk.
rope bridge. Yep. and it goes all the way down. I used to have that white desk that's out there now that we were sitting at over here for like 3D printing and stuff. So yeah, that's why those are there for them to come down. But they go up there and hang out anyway.
That's so
She'll
cool.
sit there. I'll be sitting here in my chair working, and she'll be up there swatting at me, trying to get me to play. But yeah, so SLA 3D printing station, which Katie was just using earlier, and then the FDM printer and all kinds of printer parts and things. Those cats make a hell of a mess.
They sure do.
That's
amazing. Cool, dude.
But yeah, so that's that. Oh, here's a real old school Dave Frantz build, super old. This is easily 14. No.
Your volume went away. Nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, there we go. So this is
a lightsaber.
All metal, fully machined, and painted, and there's, well, not fully machined. There's a lot of old DVD player parts inside the emitter there.
Nice.
To give it depth and make it like really look like something you would see if you stared down the barrel of a lightsaber. But yeah, this was one of my first builds down in Salisbury, Maryland, back in like 2012.
Dude, that's cool.
So, yeah, it's like Yoda size though. Like I didn't really think about like how big a lightsaber actually is.
Yeah,
so
actually
it's sort of like a light dagger.
It's child sized, yes.
Yeah, perfect.
We have some lightsabers that I love. They're fun though. Like they have like my husband got them. They really glow like insanely bright. They're dope.
Yeah. Did you see the new actual like fully retractable one?
I have not. I'm gonna have to.
It looks so good. Like on stage, just it's like
we'll have to pull ours out and take a video with them to show them to you. But yeah. Well, dude, thank you for coming on, hanging out, and showing me this shop. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I like seeing that literally you could make whatever comes at you next. Like there's not like no telling what you're gonna make.
Yeah. And I'm into it. Like,
yeah.
Whatever somebody's like, hey, what if we did this? It's like, yeah, we could do that. Yep. I'll figure that out. Yep.
Does it feel like you're home where you are now, or do you think you might move again? Or you guys?
I think this is going to be our forever home, honestly.
How can you pass up this garage shop situation?
Yeah. And the whole like, we've got about 2 acres.
Oh, nice.
We've got chickens outside. We've got obviously chickens inside. But our house is like 3,000 square foot.
Oh wow, dude.
And yeah, we got a really good location here. I'm about, if I have to, for whatever reason, go back into like the field aviation stuff. I'm only 45 minutes from some major airports. So it's not a terrible drive, where I used to drive 3 hours one way per day. That was bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, neighbors are amazing. Winchester's a super cool area, full of like historic stuff, and people like are proud of their heritage, and there's always like cool events and things all throughout the year. So yeah, it's a beautiful area. It'd be hard to get me to move out of here. That'd have to be like some real sweet digs somewhere.
You have like the dream shop, my friend. So that's cool. I can't wait to see what it looks like as you start like decorating and morphing it into what you vision it,
Yeah, me too, for sure. I definitely wanted to have more of a dark vibe, because like for the type of filming I want to do, if I do a YouTube channel, I don't want all of the shit in the background to be like visible. So I'm probably going to end up doing like, if not fully matte black, just like I want the background to just fade
Oh, I
away
should give you the
into
color
that.
I just did my shop. It's called iron ore, and I just feel like it would work well for you.
Probably sounds good.
Well, just like the whole name too, with the
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
tools
for
that you
sure.
use. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do like a set of curtains up here to
To
like
kind of
block.
hide things.
Yeah, block all that off. I want to do all black on these walls and everything. So the highlight is like what is being made, not all
Yep.
the shit in the background.
I'm
I
learning
know
from
people
Miss
love the
Mary Lou. She teaches me so much, and that's why my shop is dark too, like
yeah,
it makes sense. You're like, ooh, that
yeah, and it makes
works.
lighting way easier too. Or not easier. It can actually kind of make some things more difficult, but it makes the lighting, if you have the lighting, like the physical lights to like
To bring in. Yeah.
manipulate,
Yep.
yeah, it makes lighting way more controllable. It's just like
Hmm.
having like soundproofing. It lets you really dial in exactly what you want everyone to see and hear.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nope. Agree. So no, I'm excited. We'll have to revisit and hang out again when the shop has been morphed.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
we'll get Mary Lou on here to join us. I feel like that'd be a fun time.
Yeah. I'll
Cool.
see how she likes that shoe ornamator.
Yeah, I should. We should get on here now. How's a shoehorn, Mary Lou? Did you try it yet?
It was funny because she was like at Maker Camp, she was like, I was actually thinking about getting a shoehorn. I was like, no one's thinking about getting a shoehorn. Just it's fine. It's no, I know.
Knowing
I
her,
know.
she probably was. She loves shoes.
That's fair. No way.
No,
That's
you
nope.
weren't.
That's her being nice.
I love it. Well, she is a sweetie.
She is. She is.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on, especially
Absolutely.
last minute. I appreciate it. It was fun. All right. I hope you enjoyed the shop tour and thank you again for listening. Seriously, super appreciate it.